up, guys? Too long, as I mentioned. I'm gonna try and go hit up Slaughterhouse Gulch. Reached out to some people on Facebook, and someone wanted to meet me out there. We'll see. Should be meeting up with a 3rd gen 4Runner, which will be fun. I'll try and get as much footage as I possibly can for you guys. See how that works out. Gonna go fuel up, hit this trail. At least I'll give you a trail report and let you know how it goes. And might have some footage of a 3rd gen 4Runner for you guys. Oh, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you haven't watched our off-road channels or off-road videos, I like to do just natural sounding off-roading. I don't like to add music and stuff like that to the background. Usually, I've done it once or twice, but for the most part, I like to get that natural sound effect. So that's what you're looking forward to. If you want music, add it on yourself. We'll go from there. Gotta grab my Twix, which is our lucky trademark for going on the trails, and let's do this. Let's head out. Looks like we may get some rain out there, but still a beautiful day out. Almost at the trailhead now. I think we looked at getting a house over here before we settled in Evergreen. This is Bailey, really small town right outside of Conifer. Just great area. All right, looks like I'm on the trailhead. Come up right at 43, turn on right down the dirt road, and that should lead to the trail. I'm gonna air down a little bit. Got my obligatory peanut butter Twix with us. Not gonna get too crazy with airing down today. Probably do 20. If it gets technical, maybe go down to 15, but just keep it simple for today. Nice, easy cushion ride. Give it a little something to grab onto. And we're off. Seems pretty easy to fall from here. Starts off dirt. Again, I'm gonna try and film as much as I can for you guys. We'll see how it works out. Got this really sweet 3rd gen 4Runner in tow, and we're just gonna have some fun today. I absolutely love when you're on a trail and you see a Subaru coming at you. Kind of gives you an idea of what's ahead of you. And if anyone is curious, there's plenty of camping spots along this trail too. So if you want to camp out here, pretty much right before the loop now. It's been kind of a bumpy road. I wish I'd aired down a little bit more. So far, suspension is exactly what I'd expect out of Spacer Lift. Freaking clunky as crazy. I keep hearing clunks and bumps and stuff. It's probably from the shocks in the back too. Probably just go ahead and replace those. Counterclockwise, so this is the beginning, and we'll see how I get. All right, first hairpin turn I hit. I was uphill. I had to put it in 4 low. It did not want to go up in 4 high, which is, you know, fair, happens. But it stalled out pretty good, and then it just did not want to climb. So tossed her in 4 low. She's climbing like a billy goat now, and I'm looking to be impressed with 4 low. So we'll have some fun. I hope we find some technical stuff that I can just mess around on and actually get you some good footage. And so that's going through another cattle guard and kind of an open space. This down here is the Gulch. I mean, you're pretty far down. This is all basically downhill. I basically just riding 1st and 2nd. I did hit one small obstacle where I absolutely need longer shocks in the rear, but we'll kind of toy around with that in a little bit. But yeah, this is the bottom section of the Gulch. And we should have some rock obstacles coming up soon, but it's all been pretty much just like this. It's just kind of a rocky trail. Again, I would have aired down to 15, and I'll probably do that in the next stop when we toy around with some stuff. Aspens down here. It's like a freaking aspen forest. So again, fun little trail. I think we're at our first little rock obstacle area. Hopefully get you some footage of that and enjoy it. But yeah, if you're looking for just something to get down in a Gulch, this is the place to do it. Have a little fun. The 3rd gen in action.
Going. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, driver. Straight up. Passenger. Passenger. Ride that line. Driver. Yep.
Perfect, you got it.
Let's see if you guys can hear this. It is just clanking, bumping. I mean, this suspension sucks just as much as you think it would, but it makes it kind of fun and interesting compared to other suspensions we've ran that were a lot better. So yeah, spend the money, get something better. But until then, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this for you guys. I really wish you could hear all the clunks and everything that's going on in here. It is, it sounds like this whole thing is about to explode. I'll try and get an outside view. Oh, hear that thunk? Anyways, good time, guys. And just like that, we have finished the loop. Again, very scenic. It's starting to thunder and rain a bit, so we're getting out to the trailhead, probably air back up. I'll show you the 4Runner a little bit, maybe, and we'll head back home. Overall, great run. Had a really good time. Glad it came out last minute. I think my rear spare tire hitch came loose. I'm gonna have to check it out. It is flopping all over the place. I might even run a strap through the bed just to kind of help secure it a little bit more from the inside. But it is flopping all over the place back there. Tire gauge reader said I was at 20 pounds, but the truck is saying I'm at 15 all around. So it's still kind of bumpy, but again, that's mainly the freaking suspension. I can hear my front coils just bouncing all around like a freaking pogo stick. All right, man, this is David. I appreciate it a lot, man. Had a great time. Tell us a little bit about your rig.
It's a 98 4Runner Limited. I swapped an E-locker axle in, so it's got a rear locker, still factory gears. It's got King suspension up front, about a 2.5 inch lift on 30 degrees, and Toy Tech 3 inches in the rear. It's got an onboard air compressor. Got HID headlights.
And then your sliders?
It's got rock sliders. It's got 4x4 Innovations front armored bumper, and I think that's about it.
So what front skid plate are you putting on it?
It's a Bud built skid plate going on tomorrow.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Sweet. Joint right there is my problem. That's what I need to get welded up. That's what's got the sway. Everything else is good. I just got to get rid of that right there. Well, guys, there you go. Had a lot of fun. Slaughterhouse Gulch, great trail, a lot of fun. I think you could do it in pretty much any stock 4x4. I don't think you need anything super crazy. I tried to hit every hard line that I could just to really test the Tacoma out and just see how it did. If I got stuck on something, I'd turn around, but it did everything I wanted it to on the trail. So there you go. Let's talk about some feedback on the rig. Again, obviously, guys, I know the spacer lift is horrible. I agree. I did it to test out the size over the winter, and because people gave me so much shit for it, and right before I was about to get my Dobinson, I decided I'd keep it running for the summer. So I'm gonna toss a Dobinson lift on this, and it's gonna be so much better. David was cruising around with his King suspension just like nothing. It was killing it. But again, I'm just trying to have some fun with something different, make things a little bit more difficult, you know, just because we've done a little bit of everything, and you know, why not? It's a little fun. The trail itself. So you kind of come out here in the middle of Bailey, you turn off a dirt road. First section's all trail. You hit the loop. The loop's a lot of fun. You go down in the Gulch, you come out. As you come out, there's a rock section which you saw you kind of play on, which is a good time. I think I actually ran into, I think when you saw with the Land Cruiser and stuff, I think that was Slee Offroad doing a off-road course, which was kind of cool. It was kind of fun watching them go out and take some people out and have a good time. So that's what it looked like to me. I think that's pretty much what was going on. So anyways, Slee Offroad's a great company. RSG, there's really good companies out here. Toy Tech. Anyway, so just mention that because that's what I think was going on over there. Trail was great. Basically after you climbed out of there, it was just a bunch of rockiness. But again, you're in the aspens, you're in a bunch of trees, and good day to get out. I'm really happy with that. Tacoma did really well. I messed around in 4 high for a while, and I tried to get up some climbs, and it just wasn't having it, especially in the bottom end. As you guys know, that's where it lacks the most, and so it kept stalling on me a bit. So I put it in 4 low, and once I got in 4 low, no problems at all, guys. I was cruising around. Everything you saw me climb, I did in first gear, and I just went ahead and locked up because I didn't want to mess around with getting hung up on something, and so just locked up and climbed it like a billy goat. All about line selection, stuff like that. So if you've been willing for a while, you get how that works. Yeah, it went really well. The suspension absolutely sucks. I'm gonna have to replace the rear shocks. I was just gonna run this all summer, but for sure I gotta get longer rear shocks. Those suckers were bottoming out and extending out way too much, and it was just clunking all over the place. So that'll happen. Plus I got a lot of 3-wheel motions at times, which you didn't get to see too much because the filming was all from up front. I want to thank David again for coming out, heeding my call. I basically said, hey, I'm going out to Slaughterhouse, anybody want to go? And he reached out, so that was a real good time. His rig did great. It was really good to meet new people too. As you guys know on this channel, that's what we're all about. So that was a lot of fun. And I appreciate him filming too, because it's really hard to film when you're out here by yourself. You have to like put your camera in a tree. It doesn't work out very well. And so yeah, so overall though, again with the Tacoma, it did great. No complaints. I didn't get hung up on anything at all. I didn't drag the back at all. Again, a lot of that comes with line selection, as you guys know. But the trail wasn't too super technical, just those 2 little climbs that we tried to have some fun on. And yeah, so I give the Tacoma another thumbs up, especially for today's venture. Suspension, obviously a huge thumbs down. It's like being on a freaking pogo stick up front. But again, I'm gonna swap it out, but I'm gonna have some fun with it first, guys. All right, if you got any questions, or if you're curious on anything, hit me up in the comments below. As you guys know, we respond to everybody. That's our Thing and Freedom Crawler channel, and we hope everyone is having a great day. Headed home to my ladies, and gonna have a great rest of the weekend. So hope you guys do, and as always, we'll see you on the flip side, and I hope to see you on the trail. I'm gonna 100% say that I knocked my alignment off. This is me going in a straight line. So yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to stop and get that taken care of. All part of the process. I know exactly where I did it too. It was on the damn tree. The elk are out.